Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to solve a practical problem with 3D printing. I purchased a ceiling fan for my outdoor area. Let me put a picture on the screen for you. And then here's where I'm going to mount it. Now, it's a patio area, and it's a little higher than most ceiling fans might be. So I wanted to lower it than what the factory gave me for options. So here is the mount that it came with. And if you notice, it's got a little flange here, and so it stops, and you can rotate the fan 360 degrees, but it doesn't index. It's just loose. And this pipe is shorter than the one I want. It came with other pipes. It came with the long, and it came with the short, and it came with this medium one. But these two don't have the flange on it, so they will just go straight through. Now, I could use a pin here, and it will fit in this collar, and I'll show you that a little bit later as we get closer up. And it will seem to fit in there, but it only gives you an index of 2 positions. And I wanted many more than that. So what I did is I started to take things apart and see how things looked. Notice that this little ring here disconnects. So I pulled the whole contraption out, and I started to think about, well, what can I do? And so the first piece I designed was this top ring part. You notice I got a hole through the whole thing. That will be where the pin goes through. And then it's got 30 ridges there, or valleys, however you want to look at it. And then its mating part has the same thing. But on the other side, it's got these indexing pins that fit right nice into that collar. So that's pretty much a good friction fit. After time, if it starts to loosen up, I may have to put a drill hole here and pin it. But I think this is going to be fine. But now if you notice, we've got 12 degrees 30 times. That's a lot of resolution, and that should solve this problem pretty well. So let's put it together, and I'm going to use the medium. Before we fully assemble everything, I just want to show you, if I use this long piece and I try to use the cotter pin, or the pin, it does kind of fit in there and kind of does latch into place. But even if it stays in, I could put the cotter pin in and it will stay where it needs to be. It only gives me these really two pieces, these two indexes, not the 30 that I kind of like here. So this is why I'm not going this direction, is I want a lot more finer control. All right, so we've got the top piece here, the top indexer in place with the pin. Friction fit seems to be more than good enough. I could glue it if I have to. And then we've got the bottom piece. Again, the friction fit seems to be working really well. And when we put them together, we've got a nice little mating. Now, I did go into the model and round off the bottom hill a little bit, so there could be some slippage, but it still seems to index well. And so let's put it together and see how it performs. All right, here we got it back in its housing. And like I said before, I think it's looking pretty good here. Let's mount it up in its spot and give it a real. All right, here's our last look before we cover everything up and give it a real world test. All right, everything's fully set up. Let's see how well it indexes. Seems to be working really well. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I would make these models available, but they're so specific to this unit. It's more about sharing an idea of how 3D printing can solve problems. And if you have any questions, throw them out in the comments. Thanks again, guys. Until next time.